AITA for charging my boyfriend for baked goods after he charged me for a haircut? I, 25M, have been in a relationship with my BF, 26M, for the past 7 months. I work in IT and he is a barber. The other day, I wanted to go get a haircut but didn't want to go downtown for it. So he recommended he cuts my hair for me at home. The haircut was fine. I don't really ask for anything crazy. Just a standard male haircut. After we were done though, he asked me if I liked it. I said yes, and then he said, "You can just PayPal me the money. No need to get your wallet." I, at first, thought he was joking and laughed it off, but he didn't seem to understand why, and I just transferred him the €20 he asked for. Kinda normal price for where I live. Would have been much more at the salon he works at. Oh, and I cleaned up because it was my hair. Now, something that has been happening between us is that he sends me Instagram reels or TikToks with baked goods and asks me if I can make them for him. I am no professional baker, but I do bake as a hobby and have made wedding, birthday cakes for friends and family, and if it's an order I usually just ask for the ingredients. Most of the time I can make the ones he sends me. Maybe not as presentable, but mostly the same. A few days ago he, once again, sent me a TikTok with some chocolate eclairs and asked me if I can make them, and I told him, between the ingredients and my time, you'd be better off buying some at a bakery. He didn't understand at first, but eventually he did, and he didn't take it too well. He called me petty and said that this isn't my job. It's just a hobby, etc. Some of our common friends agree with him, saying I am being cheap and petty, but some agreed with me that if he wants to charge me, he shouldn't expect me not to. So AITA for charging my BF? NTA. If he can't do something for you as a partner, and not as a paid service, he can expect you to do the same. Oh, I hate this. I knit for a hobby and the amount of people that ask for me to knit stuff for them is unreal. My answer is, no. But I'll teach you knit for free. That usually puts them off. NTA. WTF? NTA. But, wow. I just changed the thermostat in my wife's Jeep. Didn't even think about charging her money for it, or for anything else I do for her. Wouldn't dream of it. I don't know what you two got going on there, but way too much concern over the reward instead of the act. I think you two need to talk and seriously reevaluate the nature of your association. NTA. As a couple, it's a little weird to charge each other to provide services in the home. Oh, you made dinner, honey? Let me PayPal you $25. Oh, a back rub? Well, that's $50 per hour. Oh, you mowed the lawn. How much do I owe you? You get the point. I understand cutting hair is his job, but I am sure you do things in return for free. NTA. If you went to his salon, I understand why he would charge you. But he suggested that he cut your hair at home. I would be surprised too if someone charged me for that. Next time ask if he was offering for free. NTA. That is incredibly tight of him. I get it is his job, but probably only took him half hour in your own home and isn't causing him to lose earnings. Next time he asks for any IT-related advice, charge him for consultancy. NTA at all. Your pettiness is justified in his pettiness. I usually get my hair cut by a barber family friend. When his daughter was newborn and I was still living at home, my dad refused to let him cut me without getting paid. Despite the friend's valiant effort, it resulted in my dad physically holding him down whilst I slipped the money into his pockets. NTA. 7 months into the relationship, it is natural to still be sorting out boundaries and figuring out how to relate to each other. He pushed you a bit, and you pushed back. This is not a 5-alarm fire. Stand your ground. You don't want to be taken for granted. NTA and dump him immediately. He has issues with bonding and money. INTA for making this point, but per normal I feel I need to ask, do you two even like each other? I have only ever charged friends and family the out-of-pocket expenses when commissioned to do things. NTA if you have to pay for his services, it is only fair for him to do the same. NTA. It is petty. But he's not entitled to your baking. While you could decide to lead by example and do it for free just to be nice if you wanted to, you're not obligated to bake for anyone, so choosing not to doesn't make you ta. Even if you're not a baker by trade, it's still your time, effort and expertise that he wants you to spend serving him. If he respects your time and skills as a baker like he expects you to respect him as a hairdresser, it's not unreasonable to expect him to pay for it. According to the precedent set by your BF, I think probably YWBTA if you dragged this issue out and started charging him for your time and labor for every little thing just to make a point. But for this one-off favor it makes sense. He could at least pay for the ingredients. NTA. Ask him why you had to clean up your hair. Basically doing his job for him, when you just paid him to do his job. Provide a haircut and clean up his workstation. NTA. Sorry. He doesn't seem like long-term material. I'm a barber and never once asked a partner to pay for their haircut. That is absurd. NTA. NTA. My partner is a barber and I am a chef. I cook most nights when I'm not at work and he cuts my hair. Neither of us ask for money because we like each other? Absolutely mental to think about charging your partner for something like this. Wow. NTA. Just because he's a barber he thinks that's a reason to charge you? How many times have you helped with anything IT related? IT people are always expected to fix IT things without getting paid. And it doesn't matter that you're not a professional baker. Baking is a skill that takes time and ingredients cost money. If he can charge for his time and skill, so can you. I would have a serious conversation about this. If he can't even do you a favor without expecting something back, what's that say about this relationship? NTA, but your BF is. He set the tone. NTA. Dude. After a day at the pool my buddy and I were unwinding and he said, "So you got really hairy back. I've been waxing my girl, so if you want me to wax your back I could use the practice." Never asked him. Never said anything about my back before. He just offered to help me out for free. I'm assuming you give this man sex. All I give my buddy is friendship and beer. You need more of that kind of energy in your life. NTA. I'm not saying you need to end this now. I just don't see it going very far. If you are good enough of a baker to fill orders, then you are good enough to be paid. Lots of hobbies can be profitable, so just because it's not your primary job does not mean that you should not be paid. NTA. And it's time to sit down and have a serious chat with BF.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.